How's it going, Leo? Welcome back to your mid-June love reading. Today we're going to have a look into how you're entering the reading. Well, maybe some of you have found out you're pregnant, getting married, moving the relationship that you're in to the next level. That can even be a mum of the partner that you're with that's getting engaged, or it may just be that everything is starting to come together. We'll see what that is. I'll start again from the beginning. So how you're entering the reading, what's the energy that's on its way in, Leo, that you're not aware of? How will you feel when it does come into your awareness? What action will be taken from this? Now, this can be what action you take or what action somebody else takes, but it's to do with the situation. Where is spirit guiding you? Oh my God, I've gone freezing, which is a great sign because it means spirit's coming in really strongly. And then we will get guidance from spirit as well. In fact, it'll be predictions from spirit. We'll get a time scale on that as well. If you could do the nice bits for me, guys, liking, sharing, subscribing, that's fabulous. Thank you very much. And I'd say apart from that, we're good to go. Need to put it out there. In fact, there's somebody that's really treading water at the moment. They're panicking. I feel they're not expressing themselves because spirit is showing me them treading water, but with a snorkel. They've got their head, as you'd expect, above the water, even though they've still got the snorkel in. It's like they're gasping for air, but they haven't got the resources or are able to think clearly at the moment of what action to take. If they was to just remove the snorkel, they'd realise they'd be able to breathe better, but they don't seem to be registering with that at the moment. Interesting energy. Okay, what can you give me, please, Spirit, for our Leos coming into the reading for mid-June? What have you got? Ace of Cups energy. Fabulous energy. The energy that's on its way in that you're not aware of. Page of Cups. I'm getting straight away a lack of emotional intelligence with that. This person just doesn't seem to have the depth. They've got the ability to get there with their emotions, but they're not there at the moment. So it's coming across as very immature in comparison to your vibe. If it is that you're in that Empress energy that come out at the beginning, how will you feel, in fact, when this energy comes in? Knight of Cups, I mean, really, all of this water energy. Quite funny, I was getting the snorkel there. What action will be taken when this energy down here comes in? King of Cups. What guidance is Spirit giving you, or what are they suggesting to help you move forward? Queen of Cups, I mean, seriously. And where is Spirit predicting you will be in the coming days, weeks, months? What have you got from me, Spirit? And I'm putting that one there as well. And I'd say apart from that, we are good to go. There is a reset here, a new energy that's coming in. Doesn't mean to say that you're with a new person, but it can be there's been a research between the both of you. There's been a cleansing, a real, whilst I'm hearing surviving, God love you. You've both clicked and you're able to move on. There's closure somewhere, and I feel this is why I needed the sage. I needed to bring the sage in to welcome in the new energy. You could even think of that as being the sage there with the Ace of Cups. So what have you got for me, please, Spirit, when it comes to Leo's energy? There's something that you've been dragging along for quite a long period of time, and I've just seen the Queen of Cups. Considering all the water we've got on the table, Three of Wands, there's a new opportunity. There's been a manifestation. I feel something you have been praying probably feels a little bit needy. I feel strongly, and then I'm hearing Lee. Maybe that you're involved with a Lee. What's the next card you've got for me on that, please, Spirit? Three of Wands and this Ace of Cups. Nine of Wands energy. Well, you've really been through it, and this is the closure. You've been looking for an opportunity to bring end to this closure, or this issue, sorry. It's as if the issue is the closure. You can't seem to let it go, or that was the energy that you was in, and you've surfaced now. I feel you've been working really hard. You know it's a process that needs to be released, whatever it is, but it's really grinding your gears, especially with all of this Wands energy. But you've got closure with this now. Something has come in, a new opportunity. I feel it's been delivered to you unexpectedly, but someone's communication or a deliverance of something has really really surprised you here. What have you got? What have you got to me? What have you got to me? And then we're hearing, what have you done to me? What have you got for me, please, Spirit, with this Page of Cups energy? We have King of Wands and Five of Pentacles. There's somebody really motivational here. They may owe you money. Yeah, but you're not making the rent. There's a knowing as well of a situation that's being created between the both of you. What I'm also getting, Spirit is drawing me really strongly towards that frog there. Then I'm getting chef, or maybe somebody that is looking at their diet. This can be posting excessively, and you may be getting, or you're going to get, the messages through about how this energy is really motivational. There's people here as well, extra people that haven't got the money at the moment to engage with you. They're not running parallel financially, so you're a bit different. It's levels. I'm not sure whether that's the right word, but I'll use it at the moment. You can see she's sat on the floor there like she hasn't got any shoes on, and this Five of Pentacles is about lack of funds. It can be low self-worth as well. And this is a highly motivational energy. There may be somebody coming in, as I said, that is quite immature. They're not the most knowledgeable. Something to do with fish here as well, or protein. You're not getting closure though with whatever it is that's up here. There's a Nine of Wands that's there, and yeah, she's got that one there. She's got the extra one. There is three, but she's got a hand on that one that I'm hearing primarily. But this King of Wands does have the additional one that's there. And I feel there's an answer or something that needs to be made. I feel there's an answer that you're waiting on from this King of Wands energy, or an apology, so you can move on. Because if you was to move that one from the King of Wands and put it up there, it'd give you the Ten of Wands, and then that's it. The issue, whatever it is, it's completed. But it's getting you down here somewhere, and I feel it's because this party is thriving, or appears like they're thriving, but they're not. They're in this Five of Pentacles energy. There's something to do here as well with potatoes and a wastage of food. Of Cups energy, how will you feel? So how will Leo feel, please, Spirit, when this Knight of Cups comes in? What's that card that's there? Two of Swords energy, can't bear to look, because they're on social media so much. It's breaking somebody's balls here. This is a going away, or going on a night out at least. Can be a celebration where there's love attached to it. Could be a stag do, a hen do, but there's a traveling somewhere. But there's a lack of acknowledging or not wanting to acknowledge something when it comes to this star energy. I'm being drawn really strongly to this blonde hair that's here, and somebody that's trying to manage something. I feel you're keeping something quiet. You've got a goal in mind, and this is what's up here. I feel you are sensing, you're sensing that this wand that's down here with the King of Wands is on its way in, and you're going to get your completion. I do feel there's still ever so subtle pressure with it, but there's a real taking your foot off the gas and being able to breathe a bit more. The real messy arsey bits are over and done with. There's something to do with a gym here, and someone's on shaky ground because they want to say something to you or give you an invitation or offer for you to go out for a drink, but they can't afford it at the moment. They haven't got the resources, or the reason they don't want you to go is because of low self-worth. They've got childhood issues which they're projecting onto you. There's someone going around in circles here because I got to this card. How are you going to feel when the energy comes in, or you become aware of it? And Spirit's taking me back over here again. Also, I'm getting the song Lean on Me. I got that at the beginning and made note of that. You can see she's leaning on that one there, the ninth wand. So there's 8 that's at the top. There's a surging forward of something, maybe people that are going out, moving on without this person, and she's left there waiting, wondering. And then I'm hearing Ugg slippers. Because you've not fully got your answer yet, I feel you might be fantasizing of what the outcome will be. There is again, I'm getting Lee. Like you've been told the next bit of gossip, but you can't say anything. I feel you're letting little bits out to go towards healing, to go towards your goal, but you're not fully revealing everything. I wouldn't be surprised, if the 6 of Pentacles come out, like a getting even type energy. But this is very wishy-washy energy, because a Knight can go in and they can talk the talk, but then when things get a little bit awkward or in a bit more depth, emotionally especially, they kind of back off again because they're not equipped enough, or there's not the emotional depth there to be able to engage in the conversation. They start to panic because they're so reliant on their own emotions that when they get with somebody that has more depth or more insight into the emotions, they can't quite, or an aware or depth of conversation, because they are out of their depth. Someone's homeless here as well, God love them. And I feel they're in this Page energy because they're not able to find anywhere that's able to deal with their emotions, like a homeless charity that they're able to reach out to. They're on their own. They feel quite abandoned at the moment. King of Pentacles energy. So what action will be taken towards this energy when it comes into your awareness? So what action is going to be taken? Bottom of the deck there, we've got King of Pentacles. I do release, I'm hearing. I was just going to look, it's just come out again. I hope you're seeing that. But now in the upright. So we've got double King of Pentacles and 7 of Wands. This King of Pentacles is confident in the energy that they're in. Very confident, in fact. They don't want to be getting involved in the situation. This can be twins, can be brothers. I am getting more of a masculine energy with it. And they're putting it out there to this 7 of Wands, this Leo energy, who may be this partner that's down here, that they've got to take this on their own. There's been some type of upset here, a party, birthday celebration, something like that, possibly with an Aquarius. And whilst it's kind of being talked about, it's a real elephant that's in the room here. But there's something to do with food. She's got the checkered on there, as if it's an apron. I know it's on her feet as well, but you do sometimes see chefs. And they have the checkered pants on, or they can wear like a clog or what looks like a croc in the kitchen. There's a defensiveness over crocs here, because this King of Pentacles is wealthy. They're well established. It appears like they've got everything together. But because they talk or acknowledge stuff about what they have, not bragging, they just mention things. So maybe, what did you do at the weekend? And then this King of Pentacles said, we went out and did this. Let's just say, for example, play golf. It automatically puts this person on to defensive grounds because they see it as a difference in class. And this is what's going on around here. This King of Pentacles looks like he's side-eyeing this 7 of Wands. His face is coming straight ahead, but his eyes look like they're going to the side, glaring at this 7 of Wands energy. As if I'm not taking any notice of what you're doing. There's something to do with VE Day as well, or that may be a time scale. But this 7 of Wands is really working hard towards something. I'm getting food. They may even be that they're on a diet. Both of them are on a diet. I feel you go somewhere, somebody can't look at you, or when they talk to you, they say something quite small or very subtle. you can see that there's only one sword that's up there. It's the Two of Swords card, but they're not crossed. They may just acknowledge you, but feel a need to hide. Maybe at a birthday party. I feel they've done something to you in the past. You've been pleasant to them with this Page of Cups energy, but it's really upset them. But I feel they owe you the apology. You know, this King of Pentacles can even be you. And you're sitting back recognizing within the family, your family, how defensive somebody's being. But it's to do with food. There's something to do with food or a standard of living. And whilst you're not bothered, this other party is. There's a drawing of a comparison because Spirit is taking me back again to the Six of Pentacles energy. I'm hearing dinner lady. But this party is getting really defensive, but is very determined. But even though they're in a good position, they feel the need to come in and talk about themselves. But it's because it's a defense mechanism. They're trying to resist all of this that I'm seeing, all of these additional ones coming in. It is the Seven of Wands energy. So if you take away that 1-1 she's holding, that's a Six of Wands that's down there. I feel somebody's on the way towards success, or they're held in high regard, and this other party here just doesn't like it. It's clicking now. That is Jupiter energy, and Jupiter has just come out of Gemini. It's now moved into Cancer, and I feel they keep going over something in their head. There's not much change here apart from the insight that you're gaining. I feel they want to reach out to you or mention something about a Two of Cups type energy. Then maybe offering you something, or you's becoming closer. And I feel they've seen their arse basically, because they come at you in the wrong way. There was a lack of acceptance with something. What guidance is Spirit trying to give you? So what are they suggesting? What learning that you should take from this reading? I hope you're seeing that there. The Moon energy and Seven of Pentacles. Oh, okay. This King and Queen of Pentacles, as you would typically have it, they're together. I feel one of them in the couple holds himself in really high regard, but they're doing that because it's a defense mechanism. And I feel it may be because there's a comparison being drawn towards whatever it is that you've got. This party here may have wanted, or has wanted you to go somewhere, get stopped. And I feel it's by this other party because they're embarrassed. This Moon energy can be embarrassment. And you can see here on this Seven of Pentacles, she's holding all of those shopping bags. She's anxious about where she goes. I say she, maybe him or her. Spirit is suggesting though that you start to look at your standard of living, your lifestyle, and this may be why other people pull away. Not everybody, but some people pull away. But then you may go out and buy something to try and bring this party back in, or people back in. But it makes them anxious because it's not something that they themselves are able to sustain. There's a lack of acknowledgement here as well. So you may give something quite generously, or go out and buy stuff that is really thoughtful and considerate, but the others don't do the same. But I am getting Scorpio, and then it's taking me towards a lobster and crab, as if it's seen as or it is a more expensive food. This is really, really in depth. So there's a celebration, and there's also some parties where they are embarrassed of their partner because their partner may be a bit rough and ready. Another family member isn't like that. And the one that's in the middle doesn't want the wealthy family member to go somewhere with the not as wealthy family member because they're embarrassed. But it's making somebody moody here because of the amount of time and attention that is being put onto gestures I'm hearing. There's a difference in lifestyles here and a difference in people, but it doesn't mean to say that it can't be brought together. But there's somebody in the middle that's blocking it. I'm just being shown somebody who is using eco bags, or maybe because they're vegan, vegetarian. I'm going to get one of my own cards on this, you know. Spirit is wanting you to just sit back and observe and don't mention anything to do with your successes. Wait for you to be asked. And I feel then you will recognize that this King of Pentacles only ever talks about themselves in this King of Pentacles energy. And you'll realize how threatened they are. They never ask you about you. But there's massive learning that needs to take place here. And I feel it's for you to look at relationships and your generosity towards them. What's your reasoning? Trust me. What else can you give me on this, please, Spirit? What else can you give me on this? I've just seen narrow-minded, but I won't take it out. What else can you give me on guidance from Spirit, please, Spirit? They are vulgar. And who do they think they are? An opportunity is being taken here to show somebody up. I don't think that who do they think they are, that's your energy. I feel like maybe somebody that's saying that about you, because it come out in the reverse. I'm getting something about vinegar as well. Acidic and alkaline, as if both at the opposite ends, but if there's a need to, it meets in the middle. Maybe that's a relationship for two of you, or for somebody somewhere, maybe twins or family members, where they don't get on, but when there's a need for things to be neutral, it is. But there's something that has been said here that has really, really upset one of the parties. And I feel it's at an occasion, and it's to do with some type of romance, maybe chatting somebody up. And it's upset a party because of what this other person said at the party, because it's been in front of everybody, but it's because they've all been drinking. What can you give me on this then, please, Spirit? Clear, strong guidance. So what is coming in predictively in King of Wands energy? Cancer, Leo, so that'll be July, August, or June, July, August. I'm going to take another one on this. We've got it again. King of Wands. What else have you got for me, please, Spirit? They come with a warning, and in reverse, you're just rude. Let me take another one from this. What have you got for me to go with these King of Wands? They come with a warning, and you were just rude in reverse. There's the Six of Pentacles. I knew it was coming from somewhere. And the Five of Wands. How awkward everything has got. And there's a table there, as if there's guests that are around a table. There's something to do with a celebration or eating of food or gambling. And then I'm hearing checkmate. There's going to be a rerun of whatever it is that's going on here. And there's going to be a drawing of a comparison. Whilst I do think this King of Wands can be people, I do feel it's also representing an event. And it's left someone or some people depleted, either time-wise or financially. But there's upset around a home. You can see that person that sat in at the front door there, in front of the front door, and being drawn as well really strongly towards that doorbell. But it's as if there's a curtain closed, but all that can be seen there is those Five of Pentacles. Like they've got complaints or issues about, I'm hearing filth. There's a comparing. And the other party really doesn't like it. And they're starting to recognise now how bitchy the group is that they're involved with. Or somebody started to recognise it anyway. I feel there's been some money borrowed and it's not come back yet. There's this Six of Pentacles that's here. There may be a legal case that's going through as well, because she hears his The lady there is holding the scales. I do feel there's a male involved with it. They may be living in an area where there's a big culture difference. And that Five of Wands that there, there's the guy there with the red waistcoat on. It's as if he's trying to hide something. He's embarrassed of something and he's trying to hide it. Like he can't afford something. There's a parallel that's running between yourself, you're observing something and you're seeing similarities between other people or one group and another group. But you're stepping back now and seeing how they behave from a distance, and they're both acting in a similar manner. I feel that's what's triggering you. But there is somebody saying here, who do they think they are? I don't feel it's you or your partner. I feel it's being said about you. You want me to take this deck? Who is that, please, Spirit, that's saying who do they think they are? Who is it that's saying it's? Who is it? Is there somebody you call them it? Who's saying that about Leo? Four of Pentacles energy. There's somebody that's cautious with money, and the Four of Wands. There's a couple here, maybe a couple of people that are really envious of what you have. Whenever you get something, it'll be right there in front of them, a real red flag right there in front of you, and they will not acknowledge it because they can't bear to see something that they haven't got. Oh my God, this is vulgar. I think that was one of the cards that was up there. Sending massive hugs your way. Don't forget to like, share and subscribe. Karma is real, and look forward to catching up with you soon.